The cold can be relentless when you are working in a space that was never meant to be warm, like a drafty shed or a concrete floored garage. You know that feeling. Your fingers go numb, your tools feel like ice, and those little electric heaters are about as useful as a flashlight in a blizzard. That is exactly why people look at these heavy-duty kerosene heaters. They look like serious pieces of equipment, rugged, industrial. They have a certain vibe that suggests they might actually get the job done. Right out of the box, the setup is surprisingly smooth. The instructions are clear. The parts actually fit together without a struggle. It is a solid build that does not feel like cheap, flimsy plastic. When you finally get it fueled up and running, the change in the air is instant. This is not some gentle, lukewarm whisper of air. It is a roar of heat. It pushes back the chill in a way that makes those small desk heaters look like toys. You can feel the warmth spreading through the room within minutes. It is aggressive. It is real. But you have to be careful about where you stand. This heat is incredibly directional. If you are directly in the path of the unit, it is intense. If you move 5 feet to the left, you might still feel that bite of winter. It is not exactly a set it and forget it solution for a whole house. There is also the reality of the experience. Some people swear by these units for keeping their workshops dry and cozy. But then, there are the smells. Even if you follow every rule, even if you keep a window cracked, there's a distinct kerosene scent that just lingers. It is heavy. It is noticeable. If you have kids, or pets, or if you are just sensitive to fumes, it can be a deal breaker. It is not the kind of thing you want in a small, tight living space where the air can get stale quickly. Then you have to think about the fuel itself. You are now responsible for buying, storing, and pouring liquid fuel. It is a chore. It is an ongoing cost that can climb higher than you might expect, compared to a propane unit or just flipping a switch on an electric model. It is a lot of work. The safety features are there. Of course, you get the tip-over protection. You get the oxygen sensors. Those are great for peace of mind. But let's be real. No sensor replaces common sense. You cannot park this thing next to a stack of cardboard boxes and hope for the best. It requires a level of diligence that modern electric heaters just don't demand. My honest take? It is a beast for the right environment. If you need raw, powerful heat in a well-ventilated garage or a large workshop, it is fantastic. It delivers a type of warmth that is hard to beat for the price. But for a regular home, it is probably not worth the hassle. It is messy. It is niche. It is a specialized tool for a specific problem. If you are not ready for the fuel grind and the ventilation requirements, save your money. It is powerful. Sure, but it is far from convenient. You have to plan your morning around it because it takes a while to truly saturate a room. It is a rugged, stubborn piece of gear for a rugged, stubborn kind of cold. Do not expect a miracle. Just expect a very warm, very smelly, and very capable tool that works only if you are willing to do the work.